We're looking for milk and adventure, and we're all out of milk this week on the Hapless Heroes.
What have I ever done to you to make you so suspicious of something as little as static? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave, and I will be your host and dungeon master for this evening. And we are going to start this evening the same way we start every other evening by introducing our cast. On my right, we have Francesco as Percival Flodhest.
Oh, we're stuck in space.
To his right, we have John as Jam Jam.
Do you think they'll reimburse Jam Jam's vacation?
To his right, we have Lou as Lev Zangief.
I have to call my kid back again.
Father of the Year, Lev Zangief.
To his right, we have Mike as Brew Blitzbore.
Well, hi there. I'm just ready for an adventure.
To his right, we have Nicole as Glorp.
I still think this might be a simulation.
To her right, we have Seb as Choom Jaloom.
Guys, do you think we're going to keep this ship? I think I'm going to call her Connie.
Now, since we've addressed all of the other animals in the room, we unfortunately have an elephant in the room to discuss. Unfortunately, our dear friend Zach has had to step away from the podcast for the foreseeable future. Rest assured, he is still a good friend of the podcast, and we will just be continuing in the most respectful way we know how. We wish him well. The show must go on. As we last left our party, we were hurtling in space from Concordia Prime to parts unknown. Panic was felt. Juice boxes were found, and an awkward call with the children was had.
Yeah. I think Percival's jaw is still on the floor a little bit after that whole exchange. Cause I went to bat for Lev to make sure that he could just get that last call out to make sure he could say something to his children. Cause we're about to go somewhere and we have no idea if we're going to make it back, or at least Percival has no idea if we can make it back. If anyone else knows if we'll ever make it home, and has any ideas of how we're going to do that, now would be the time to share.
These types of truths are not. These types of truths are not to be given to child. You need to let them think about child things. Learn, grow.
You just told your children to stab the man at your door.
Hey, I fully stand by that. That dude was going to take his family.
See? Monkey Man agrees with me and you do not. I do not understand. Do you have child? Tell me, do you have child? I didn't think so. And I'll tell you what, parenting is very difficult, single parent. I don't want to hear it from you.
I'm just looking forward to years of Choom providing the absolute worst validation of all time. You're the devil monkey sitting on everyone's shoulders.
Know what you mean?
I mean, no, I don't have children, so I guess I can't judge. Okay. Well, I think did you mention last time, Dave, that we kind of exited communication range at this point?
Oh yeah.
We're
in the no man's land right now.
We are now in the sea, presumably.
I'm pretty sure we did go through.
We definitely crossed it. I can't remember if the call happened before or after we crossed that.
Before, for sure.
I think it had to be before.
It was. The countdown was letting us know basically how many seconds we had until we were going to hit it.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I mean, we started seeing some of the colors and some of the things, but that's really all we know.
It's like bad Mexican food.
I think.
Yeah, is the autopilot telling us where we're going, or because we can't override that, right? So presumably
we
it's
find
a course, or
yeah,
it's just a trajectory.
Brew is looking at a map. I just don't know if any of us know what any of the locations that it's showing are, seeing as how this is a map that we are unfamiliar with.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, we
But is
know
it
our solar
blinking?
system.
Is something blinking on the panels at all?
I mean, everything's
Or
Or
blinking.
something? I mean,
I have
one
a
that
note
looks
that
like a
says
planet,
front left
I guess,
astral
is my
cartography, but
question.
there's no explanation on it, if that helps to trigger anything for anyone.
There's no map of the other side, so we came out and the map was
Right.
blank.
We were just, I mean, kind of, it does, it was showing like what I guess wherever we would presume our ship would be, and that indicator was heading towards some other blip on this map, but none of us have been able to make sense of what this blip is or what this destination is. That the autopilot seems to have just kind of started taking us somewhere.
There was a blip and there was no chart to it. So there was no, like, I can't read it. I just know we're heading toward a blip.
But we're all in one piece. Everybody got their parts.
Yeah,
Bruce starts
I do.
like fondling his horns.
They're magnificent. They're still there.
Oh, thank God.
Which one? I'm just-
We can go there, Fran.
It's a wide pantheon. Anyways, I am going. Percival's going to start looking for. So, like, I see Bruce got the map up. Choom has been doing some things with this console that
I'm driving.
I no long. Well, you're not driving anymore. We pulled you out of there because the autopilot's on now. But I just that was weird, and I just need to take a step away from whatever you were doing inside of that weird glove thing.
I was driving.
I'm sure it was all above board, but it looked weird. So I'm just walking
I mean,
away.
if we're being honest, Hippo, I'm probably going to have to do it again.
It's a GIF, okay?
GIF.
I thought it was pronounced GIF.
Right. GIF?
Oh no!
I think
we're not doing this.
honestly, I feel like I've heard GIF before.
We're not
that
doing
could be a
this.
regional thing,
I think it depends on your accent, right?
Yeah, it could be a
Yeah, that's
regional
what it
thing.
is.
Exactly.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
It's the accent. Yeah, dialect. But no, I'm gonna see if I can try to assist Brew with like this navigation. I don't know fucking next thing about navigation consoles, but I have at least a somewhat general aptitude for using computers. And so I'd like to maybe just see if I can fiddle with this map to try to get it to display or tell us more information about where we might be heading. I also remember, like, I checked a lot of the life support systems and things like that. Everything seems to be functioning nominally on this ship. So, like, I'm just, okay, like, we're on this adventure, so, like, where are we going? And, like, is there anything else out here? Do we need to be concerned more than we already are?
Very concerned.
Yeah, it is top priority right now.
We got to make sure we get this guy some milk.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely need to come back. It really sells the whole thing, when I come back with the milk. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly feel like Choom's at a kind of a loss at this. Like, he's excited that we've crossed, but now that we've crossed, that adrenaline's wearing out, and he's looking around the room. He's like, we might die on this ship.
These are the people that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Oh, God, what have I done?
Oh, and now it's setting in for you?
Yeah, just
now?
a little bit. The map's not saying anything. I don't know where we are. You don't know where we are. You won't let me pilot the ship anymore.
You can't. We can't disengage the autopilot. That's not me. That's not my fault. Although I did. Okay, it's partially my fault. I did tell you to turn it on.
Yeah, I'm glad you take responsibility for that, because I definitely wasn't gonna.
I have to. The audience will roast me if I don't. So,
What was the mission that the original crew was on? Like, I wasn't really big into that.
well, a lot of that was kind of kept under the belt. This was supposed to just be an exploration mission, and they were going to report their findings. I don't know. I'm not a pilot. I am not part of the crew of this ship.
So that means they had a way to get back then, right?
Presumably, yes, but we can't disengage the autopilot to turn this thing around ourselves.
We just have to wait for it to take us wherever it's gonna go.
It would seem to be that way. It's just I'm quite afraid of wherever this destination is because I'm trying to get some information to prepare us, the people who are not intended to be on this ship, who have no real training on how to do any of this stuff to, make sure we're not.
Wait, I really feel like We never went over that. Raise your hand if you weren't supposed to be on the ship. Choom raises his hand.
I raise my hand. Yeah.
Everyone raises
Okay,
their
so
hand.
there are
Glorp
no original members
grows
of the group.
the
an
listeners.
arm and then grows a hand.
Right. Oh, yeah, because you were
That's
still
awesome.
very globular in your recovery right
Yeah.
now.
I raised 2 arms because I have 2
Right.
on each side. So just reflexively, 2 of them raise up.
Limbs, right, yeah.
All right, well, since none of us know where we're going or can do anything to stop it, I say we search the medical cabinet for anything that's gonna make us go sleep for a little bit, and we take a nap.
You could do that. I'm going to figure out where we're going.
All right, good luck.
Time, he says.
Glorp is going to take a look at the front of the ship. Can we see out like the windows or whatever now? Like, is there a like?
I recall Dave explaining it was like blues and purples and like other like kind of like almost like cloud-like is like what we were looking at out the front.
Cloud-like, ethereal, kind of a vaporwave tie-dye thing going on out there. There's swirls and nebulas, and it's absolutely wild. It's the kind of stuff that people who get stoned as a hobby hope to see one day.
So
Nice.
Glorp is going to walk up to the windows and stick their face up against the glass and then like, mold it so their head's just going to kind of like flatten out against the pane and try to see if I can see anything in the direction that the ship is going.
Yeah.
Like if there's
a
anything
several
that-
foot gap between the pilot's console and that front of the ship, and there's a bit of a handrail there before you get to that screen, which is actually, it's not clear. It's more of like a sort of a semi-opaque like video screen. Like that's what's projected on it right now. It could be other things. And they're kind of getting projected from below.
Yeah, is there an
it
actual glass window anywhere where I can like actually look outside?
I would say, not in this room.
So yeah, that was actually what I remember you specifically stated multiple times that those were screens up front and not windows. Like you said that like multiple times, and like I was just trying to process the fact that yes, right, we are actually not looking directly outside. We are looking at a projection of what is outside.
Can we
Cool.
still
So,
say
yeah.
Glorp does this? And can I find out?
Face right up against the screen.
Do you glow? Do you glow with the TV screen or like the screen like in your body?
I mean, I assume that Glorp is translucent. That
Yes.
sounds right.
Yeah, I'm like see-through bluish,
Nice.
grayish.
Oh man.
And your shape plus the light coming through is kind of projecting like a kaleidoscope all over the ceiling of the front area of the ship now.
Cool.
That's so cool.
Then how do we know that that's what we're seeing outside?
Could be all be a lie.
Yeah, I mean, it looks similar to the pictures, like I had said when I provided the impressive exposition I did in one of the prior times we spoke. These were similar to what some of the first images of the astral sea looked like from the probe that was sent out before it
Oh,
lost
yeah, the
contact.
probe.
But
Probe, yeah.
that's. I mean, your guess is as good as mine, Brew.
Well, I guess there's
So
really
anyways,
only one way to find out.
Yes, that's the right. And I'm just gonna start touching the screen of the map.
DM, I'm gonna act canonically off screen. Just go to the medical bay if I can. We don't have to play it out.
Try to
I'm just
find
gonna-
it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like roll investigation or something.
You would find that the medical supplies are kind of in the mess hall at the back of this level of the ship.
Okay.
You do notice that there are stairs going down on either side of the mess hall, like on both the port and the starboard sides of the ship.
And you want me to like roll investigation to see what I find?
You know what? That sounds fantastic. Go do that.
All right, that would be a 15 on the die, and since we're level 0, none of my stuff applies, or does it?
Well,
still
I mean,
apply?
it would apply as far as your ability score.
My
bonus would.
intelligence bonus is +2, so that's a 17.
17.
There you
Now,
go,
what sort
baby.
of stuff you're looking for? What, just stuff that'll get you fucked up?
Uppers, downers, all arounders. Whatever they
All
got.
arounders.
Oh, let's see.
Oh no.
A shot of
there's-
ephedrine.
Yeah, no, I rolled a nat 1 on a dice for no particular reason. So let's see. There's definitely some 72% rubbing alcohol, 3 Band-Aids, a broken Q-tip.
Nail clippers. Can they be nail clippers?
Yes, nail clippers and exactly 3.5 ibuprofen.
All right, I'm gonna take the ibuprofen and head back to the command center.
Did someone raid the medical cabinet?
I'm gonna report. I'm gonna walk in and be like, I don't know what they were preparing us for, but it definitely wasn't anything dangerous. The medical bay is completely cleared out.
Is there a room with outside like glass you can see out
Like
in the
portholes
ship?
or something?
There definitely are.
Jam is in one of them
Okay.
with some of the actual alcohol that was.
Okay, so we're gonna kind of smash cut to Jam, who is in one of the 6 rooms that is off the hall just behind this bay. So on the way back to Med Bay, there are 6 rooms. They are all passenger cabins, the sort of place where, say, 6 intended crew members might have been intended to stay. They all have they're stocked. You know, they've got the bed, a dresser, a very nice porthole window in each of them that actually does look directly out into space. And yes, we can confirm it looks exactly like what is on the projector screens. There are, a few changes of the exact same jumpsuits that you guys are all wearing.
Jam is just holding again the picture of Little Shoe Beach and his flight ticket, and trying to mix himself a good drink. And now, are we out of the actual astral sea?
No, we are in the astral sea. We've just entered it. And give me 1 second. Yes, I think that's favorable. All the rooms do have small wet bars in them.
Cool. Good.
Nice.
Priorities of like what made it onto this ship design. I just do not cease to amaze me.
I can do a lot of damage with 3 ibuprofen and some alcohol.
Does Jam have to roll anything to have unloaded all of the stock from the other rooms into his room?
How dare you? That's thievery.
Is that a stealth roll if Choom is looking around himself, if Jam is in the process of looting the other room's alcohol only?
Are you trying to do it all in one trip?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No.
okay, then...
everybody else is trying to, fix the situation.
Yeah, we have to smash cut to friends.
Make me a very token stealth check. It was going to, if you were trying to do it all in one trip, it was going to be sleight of hand to see if you could carry all this shit. But since, you're being smart about it, we're just going to make sure that you don't, trip over your own face and bust a bottle while you're walking between rooms.
I got
I see
21.
him doing
Perfect.
this. You obviously are not trying to hide this at all.
You know what?
Not trying to make it obvious. So my stealth roll was a 21.
Your stealth roll was a 21. Now, that was just trying to make it not obvious, but I just want to see, maybe were you in the hallway when Choom did? Oh, that's a 6 on a D6. I think that's exactly what happened. And I would like to just kind of cut over to that scene real quick with Jam and a bunch of bottles of some, I don't know, whatever it takes to make pangalactic gargle blasters in your hands. And Choom walking down the hall with 3.5 ibuprofen, 3 Band-Aids, a busted Q-tip, and a bottle of 72% rubbing alcohol.
And nail clippers.
Oh yeah, so let's not forget the nail clippers.
I would see Jam just kind of walking, and I'd see that he has bottles. And I'd be like, oh, shit. They got liquor here.
How many bottles do I have in my hand?
Let's roll a D6.
Maybe 3.
You have 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
4.
Are they
lot
full
to
size
fit in
bottles,
those
or are they the
small
tiny
hands.
little individual
No,
there's a drink in each bottle?
750
Okay.
milliliter standard bottles.
All right.
Okay. Jam is halfway through one of them. Goes to Choom. Jam happened to find these. Yes. And he'll hand him one and try to Homer Simpson into the bushes with the other 2.5.
Can I
bushes?
just
You're on a
Right.
spaceship, bro.
Right.
can I run an insight check on Jam Jam just to see like if he's being shifty?
What check were you saying?
Insight.
Insight versus
You need
deception.
insight to tell you that?
I mean, yeah.
Make me the insight check. I like
It's
this.
It's Choom.
This is amusing me.
That's a 9. Roll deception.
I got a 15 on deception.
Son of a bitch. I would take the battle and go like, hey, cheers, man. That's pretty cool. I seen you around work. You're, Jim Jam?
Jam.
Jam. Hey, man, I like you, man. You're a good guy. And I would go back walking towards the bridge where Percival is probably
Good. So
still
now you
trying.
have a 750 milliliter bottle of Nico's vodka.
Oh,
Our fake drugs.
Wow.
I'm actually writing this in my
I am looking forward to all the dumbass names we're gonna come up for shit that is clearly an analog to something else, and it's gonna be a great time. We already had Cucaculas, like I mean, so I'm gonna you know I'm like fiddling with this map and like what, a corner of my eye I see fucking Choom walking in with another bottle of liquor and I'm like, oh good, yes, that'll help.
Hey, another bottle of liquor, a bottle of 72% rubbing alcohol, nail clippers, a broken Q-tip,
Okay,
3
guys.
Band-Aids, and 3.5 ibuprofen.
I would be finished using the dirty Q-tip. Just like, yeah, the med bay wasn't exactly packed, but I found one ibuprofen.
How did we end up in this situation?
May I have half an ibuprofen?
In fact, the only person who was sober enough to remember what happened is suddenly missing.
Who was missing? Oh yeah,
So,
it's very sudden. Very sudden.
wait, Brew, you were serving the drinks.
I was.
You were drunk too.
I
Yes or no?
was.
Shit.
Shit. I would give you an ibuprofen. I'd
I mean,
snap it in half.
you got to do shots with the people that are buying them.
That's a good philosophy.
So, you're saying that there's no supplies left in the medical cabinet?
None.
Glorp
Nothing
shoves
good.
the half ibuprofen into the side of their head.
That is such an interesting choice. Yeah, it's pretty bare. I don't know what they were preparing them for, but I'm pretty sure that if we get stung by a bee or something, we're gonna die.
So, okay.
What are
so-
space bees even like?
I do not even want to think about that.
Oh no. All right. Okay. So at some point during the events of the prior evening, someone must have raided there's no way they would have left the ship ready for launch without doing some preparatory checks. Like, this is all wrong. Something is very wrong.
That
Maybe
lying
they
guy
thought we
seemed
would
pretty
only
shifty.
need one ibuprofen.
I mean, the fact that we're on this ship is already wrong.
But it feels
I mean,
so
yes, I completely agree with you, Brew. Thank you. Yes, it is wrong, but yet we are here.
right. But what are we gonna
Speaking
do
of
about
which-
it?
It's just occurring to
Well-
me how incredibly cowboy the IAI is about everything.
Or at least this particular crew or launch team or someone, because yeah, holy crap, like I'm starting to have questions about my employer.
Well, I mean, like just in reference to, they literally were having a kegger party before
The
they
day
launched.
before.
So I mean,
Yeah, that
like,
was-
Oh, shit.
are we really surprised by any of this?
You know what?
There
Remember
were the-
that
yeah.
the lizard guy who was up against the wall? I guarantee you, he took all the shit that was on the ship. Like uppers, downers. He took it all.
Wow. The casual racism here.
Hey man, I'm just a guy. You know, I'm just a guy with guys. You know.
I think it was more from the established dude couldn't even speak right. It has nothing to do with
He was like
what he
slumped
looks
up
like
against the
or-
wall. Like,
No.
whether-
We've already thrown this card from the top of the deck.
or whether or not he is, you know, Like, I don't care whether or not he has scales or not. It's a matter of none of them looked like they were in proper condition to operate this vessel, but yet they seem to be like the best crew that ever existed, right? It's just like the afters kind of got a little squirrely.
I mean, this is the first adventure. They're the only crew that's ever existed. There's not a lot of competition.
Until us.
I mean, I could.
Now we're the best crew that's ever existed because we made it to space.
Well, there you go. We are the best crew, aren't we?
Certainly looking at it from a perspective that I wasn't necessarily looking at it from before.
I like to teach my students optimism.
That's so
I like
nice.
this little gloop.
Yeah, I would like pull the top off of the vodka, take a swig, just be like, hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the crew we have, so I suppose we must make do. I'm no pilot or captain, nor do I necessarily want to be. However, it is important that we just try to come up with some sort of idea of how we're going to handle ourselves.
Do you mean a plan?
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never say the words in that sequence. I'm merely suggesting.
Can I roll history to see if I read anything in the magazines I read about this ship, about its computer system to turn, like what kind of system is it running?
I mean, yeah.
Can I?
I mean, I was about to just start playing with the computer, but then y'all went off and just started rating the ship.
Just start pressing buttons, son. Let's see what happens.
I was trying to.
Let's go.
I would like to interact with the map and figure out if I can get it to display. I don't like when Dave rolls dice when I'm talking.
I noticed that too.
Let the DM.
It's so scary. I don't like it.
Let him have his moment. We'll derail this quick enough.
We have.
We already did.
We left the rails in Concordia.
Yeah. We're floating in space, my guy. I'm gonna just start.
More dice noises.
God, I can't get this thought out because I'm just watching him roll dice and make weird expressions with his eyebrows, and it's like tripping me up, man. Okay.
It's all a ruse.
I'm gonna just start interacting with the map and try to see if I can find a way to get it to display, like, or project any sort of like information about our destination or the mission.
First thing I would like you to do is make a perception check.
Perception, I can do, but I would prefer to make something that I'm better at.
Yeah, I
we
get
all would.
that, but first I want you to make your perception check.
Since I'm standing there, can I also make a perception check?
Well, you know what? Yes, make that perception check. So
I got a 15 on the die, and I have a straight up 10 for wisdom, so that is just a 15.
15, okay.
I ended up with a 16.
So you're not sure if it was there the whole time, but as you're messing with this, you hear a very, very light static kind of noise. And you're not really sure where it's coming from. It's one of those, it's kind of light enough where it's from everywhere. It's just kind of there.
I don't really particularly like that. The sound of that. That is definitely a growing concern now for me.
Why? What have I ever done to you to make you so suspicious of something as little as static?
Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Must you ask this question?
There was 6 years of an original campaign.
That is fantastic.
7 years.
It's fantastically rhetorical, I know.
Okay, well, me as the character, me as the player is very concerned. Me as the character is growing concerned, but is still going to press forward with trying to operate this device.
Okay,
to try to garner some further information.
So, what is the actual ability you were trying to use on to operate this console?
Computers?
Computers, fantastic. Okay, good. Make me a computers check. It's self-explanatory.
Yay.
Sounds wonderful.
Please, dear God, intelligence, don't fail me now.
You don't know anything about computers.
Do I get a do-over? Do those exist? Can we like start handing those out?
So
Do you have a lucky feat yet?
It's a 2 with a plus a 3 is a
just
5.
a 2.
It's a 5.
Damn, here I thought maybe you rolled a 1 and we had
No.
become ourselves again. But
I rolled the second worst thing.
No, a 2 is the worst thing. At least a 1, plot can fall out of one of those. A 2 is just.
You mean to say that a plot can't fall out of my mild failure here?
Plot can come out of a 2.
No, it absolutely will come out of a 2. What the fuck am I saying? Of course it will. You seem to be stuck in a settings menu.
Oh, that's the worst.
The worst.
Like the one you think is the back button isn't really going back. It's just scrolling to the top of the list.
Designed this operating system. This is definitely not the standard one that we use in the facility. I'm just muttering this to myself. What is that noise? Do you hear it too, Brew?
I do. I don't know what it is or where it's coming from, but I
Anyone
hear
else
it.
hear that? Anyone else? Anyone else in the room?
I'd probably be in the seats, like away from their console. Is it loud enough that the people in the room could hear it?
It is pervasive enough where anyone who's really keyed in would be able to hear it, and nobody would be able to pinpoint exactly where it's coming from.
Yeah, now, can you get that settings menu off there? Like that's got to go.
I'm really trying, bro. Like I'm really, like, you see, like my sausage fingers.
You got it up there,
and like do all the things, right? But like,
how'd you get it up there?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with this particular operating system.
As you're pushing buttons, like the monitor degosses, like, wow, looks all weird.
Oh my god, is this CRT with this shit? Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm just like fiddling and fumbling with this thing, and I'm just eventually gonna get frustrated. Be like, you try. I can't seem to figure this out. I am officially admitting defeat.
I mean, give me a map. Put a map in front of me. I'm good. But computers, I'm not very good with computers.
But like, you don't have a computer at home. You didn't have a computer at home.
Have
or anything
you
like that?
Have you seen my hands?
Well, they make keyboards for people like us. I have a computer.
Sure, but not this kind of keyboard. I would smash the Jesus out of this thing.
Yeah.
Can I make that history check to see if I remember any? Because I was obsessed with the ship in the magazines. Did I read anything about the operating system they were using?
Right. Popular pseudo-mechanics.
Yeah.
Yes, fantastic. We should absolutely do that. And if it wasn't popular pseudo mechanics to begin with, it is now. Let me make sure that.
Oh, it was. We established
This a
that.
history check?
Did we?
In episode 2, yes, we did.
Okay. Apparently, I was not good enough to get it. So yeah, let's make it a history check. Go for it.
Son of a bitch.
Can't have nice things.
That is an 8.
We are the hapless heroes after all.
I might have glossed over that section.
In your defense, they didn't really put a lot of useful information in a popular pseudo mechanics article. They're not really trying to give away OPSEC over here. Like,
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
I mean, the IAI is showing to be increasingly a very amateur operation, but they at least knew how to make sure the other amateur operations didn't catch up to them.
So,
Yes.
so Brew just kind of shrugs his shoulders and kind of looks at Percival, and he goes, "All right, well, I told you so." And he goes ahead and tries to just kind of like press a couple of the buttons.
Okay, great. Make me a computers check.
That's a 7.
The monitor degosses again.
Wonderful.
Weaker this time.
Glorp walks over to take a try.
Sure, go for it.
Shout out to everyone listening who's picturing that right now. Like, to everyone who remembers what degossing a monitor looked like. And for those of you who just did it for fun because
it was so
awesome.
satisfying.
Yeah.
Glorp rolled the authentic hapless roll of 1.
Oh, no.
The screen turns off.
Well, we were basically just playing Russian roulette with
Screen
it. Come
turns
on.
Off. Oh, no.
I made the menu go away. You're welcome.
I also Homer Simpson into the bushes
That's
that don't
true.
exist on the ship.
The static gets ever so slightly louder.
Well, no, where is that coming from?
Great question. It sounds like it's coming from everywhere.
Yeah.
I like you see like me turning my little like stub ears like in different directions just ever so slightly, just trying to like pick out like where it's coming from, but I can't seem to place it.
I'm doing the same, but also try to avoid my horns into Percival's face.
If someone wants
Watch where you're swinging those things.
investigation,
I've heard that before.
hey, Shroom goes boom on the console.
No, don't drum on the console.
Oh shit! I click a button.
Wait. Chum, which console did you do the drumming on? The one
The
by your
piloting
I hate
console,
it.
because that's where I was sitting.
Oh, the pilot console. Okay.
Nice.
You feel a slight rumble.
Oh boy!
Jam Jam is still looking out the window, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Jam Jam
I'm
is
the
looking out
only
the
one
window.
who can see what's going on right now, or do they still have their monitor? The main monitors are
Oh
on?
no, the main monitor is still on. Just the
Okay.
astrocartography screen went out because that was the console they were
Okay.
messing around
Yeah.
with. Now you also notice the ship kind of just a little like it's a little shimmy, a little rumble to it, and
Yeah, can
You
Jam
could-
Jam did he hear it? The buzzing or the fuzzy?
Yeah, are you
The
still
sta-
chilling in or on a porthole like windowsill?
Yes,
You're in the
yeah.
crew chamber, right?
Yeah, now he's in a crew cabinet, so no, you would not hear the static where you are.
Okay.
But you would hear the rumble.
Yeah. Actually, I would like a choose between perception, investigation, or insight check.
All right. Do an insight
Sure.
because he's just making cocktails back there.
Yeah.
21.
The view outside the window has gotten just a little faster.
Faster.
Ugh.
Okay.
Just a little bit of like, it's subtle, but you can notice it.
All right. Jam Jam will take his. I'll say it's another margarita.
Fantastic.
He'll slowly make. He even found the salt.
He's doing everything he can to like reclaim his lost vacation right now.
Yep. Jam Jam will walk in. Jam Jam notices Jam Jam is going faster.
Brew
Are we
notices
almost-
that Jam Jam has something in his hand that's alcoholic.
Jam Jam quickly finishes it and puts it on one of the seats. Where is Jam Jam going?
We were trying to figure that out, but I got lost in a settings menu, and now the screen is just, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, and I pressed a button, and we're not dead though, right? Like, silver lining.
I
Well,
don't
now,
feel dead.
I've watched a television show that made me think that they were all alive, but at the end, they were all really dead.
You think it's one of those?
Are we in limbo?
Do I feel drunk? I think I feel drunk. I think this is real.
This feels pretty real to me. We all thought this was a simulation before, and well, that feeling went away pretty quickly once we actually blasted off into space.
Oh, maybe we're
Did-
on a TV show, though.
Did they ever announce where we were going?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
There was no like intent behind the launch.
Or there might have been, they just didn't tell you.
Right. Okay, so like the news didn't know where this ship was supposed to end its journey.
Exploration.
Okay.
The audience can't see the air quotes, but
Feel
you can
'em.
hear.
Yeah.
You can hear them. It's the inflection, right?
They
okay,
can
okay,
feel
good.
it.
I wanted to make sure that I was delivering that one right.
I felt them.
Yeah.
So we're still in the astral sea and we're going towards something
Yes.
that might be where we're supposed to end up.
The main viewing screen, like that takes up the whole front wall, that's still on. The screen that's off is astrocartography. That's the screen that they were messing with.
Mhm.
That's now off and is producing no light and no output.
So the map is gone.
Map's gone.
But there is a light that we seem to be going towards.
Yeah, there seems to be at least a little kind of brighter point of light dead center of that screen. The static has continued.
Is it getting louder?
It may be.
Can Jam Jam do another insight to see where it's coming from?
By all means, go for it, Jam Jam.
Now that he's in here. Just a 10. Fuck. I was rolling
Yeah.
well, so I figured I'd give it a shot.
You know, it's all over, but you definitely notice it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no ambiguity. It was there the second you walked into this room.
But there's no clarity of where it's coming from. Like it's now the AC. It's
No,
not.
it's very diffuse.
Okay, there were so many other consoles in here, and Percival is kind of, I think the panic is sort of, I'm not going to say subsided, but more just leveled off
All right.
as we resign ourselves to just, I mean, we're in this situation now. So in front of these screens in the front, right? Because remember you mentioned there was like a railing and then these screens, right? Like, are there like, aside from, because we have the piloting console, we have the maps console. I'm assuming, I guess, are there any other, like, I mean, and I know that there was like, you know, like those consoles that were kind of giving us just displays of like the ship's
Okay.
operating conditions. I'm trying
Yeah.
to figure out if there's maybe something that is just like other computers I could start interacting with. Like,
Well,
are there
there
any
are.
we haven't hit?
There are 5 main consoles that we sort of outlined. Dead center in
Okay.
the front is the piloting console. At the front of the port side, there was astrocartography. At the rear on the port side, there was a maintenance console. Front starboard has comms,
Mm-hmm.
and rear starboard has life support.
Does the navigation console, like the piloting console, have like any additional like screenage, or is it literally just buttons and like whatever like the piloting implement is with this like thing you stick your hand into?
Yeah, really, the screen for that is the main viewfinder that takes up the whole front.
Got it. Okay, just curious. And I know to not check the fucking tablets or screens that are on the backs of the fucking chairs we were sitting in, because that's just the in-flight entertainment system, apparently. That was ridiculous.
That was great.
This is absolutely the most amateur space operation of all time.
Wait,
Like, this is all like, yeah, and this is all starting to like, I guess like Percival's starting to process like the fact that this was not like, I can't even believe they were about to send people up to like actually fly this thing. Is it just like, it's insane to me how under-equipped an exploration ship, the first of its kind, is for this type of mission. It's crazy.
would it be visible, like panic starting to set in with Percival?
Like I said, it's leveled off. It's more, I think it's just kind of, it's just omnipresent at this point that like Percival is at least at all times during the course of this trapped in this spaceship scenario visibly shaken.
Is there anything near the piloting station that looks like a knockoff PlayStation controller?
Oh no! Jesus Christ, Cole.
Jim's gonna go.
Is that
"But-um."
too
No,
soon?
I'm just kidding.
So
No.
No,
No.
No.
the internet is
Okay, cool.
a dangerous place.
And brutal. Pretty fucking brutal, that's for sure.
There is
fucking
something
hilarious.
vaguely controller shaped underneath the piloting console in a small cubby.
No way.
Blurt picks it up.
Wonderful. It is silver. It has 4 buttons on the left and 4 buttons on the right. And it's a testament to the sort of quality standards they have on this ship. A small inscription at the top reads, Mad Cats.
Oh my god.
Nice.
But like actual cats, like CATS.
Yes, actual cats. Yes,
And there's a
CATS,
space.
Yeah.
There's a space between mad and cats.
Yeah, mad cats.
Pictures just
True.
a tabaxi.
There's 4 buttons on each side. There's no joysticks. There's no power button in the middle. There's no.
No, it's really just 4 buttons on each side.
Does it have a cord or a battery compartment?
It has a cord. It has an end on it. It's kind of flat. It's got what looks like 6 pins in it. It's maybe about 1.5 inches wide, 1/4 inch thick.
I look for anything that matches near the piloting console.
Great. Make an investigation check.
Since I'm sitting right there, can you do it at advantage if I help?
Absolutely. Sure. You may help.
Hell yeah. They did it.
I rolled a 14. An advantage means I roll twice, right?
Yes.
Take the highest
I
number.
definitely rolled a 14.
No, you can find nothing, like no port that matches this at all.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's crazy.
I hold it up to everybody else.
I found this.
Curious.
Well, that's
Just keeps getting better and
it's
better.
it's a head
Anyone want to
scratcher
play
for me.
Sidewalk Fighter?
Sidewalk fighter?
I mean, there's got to be another controller around here somewhere.
Sidewalk Pugilist 2.
Sidewalk pugilist? That is incredible. Write that down, folks. Put it in the wiki or whatever.
Sidewalk Pugilist, bro. Oh, I'm so down.
Holy shit, that's
No,
incredible.
I walk over to the chairs and check to see if there's any ports that fit on the in-flight entertainment systems.
No.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're resigned to fate. I'm gonna put my
Um,
feet up on the console and like lean back and start napping on the piloting armrest.
It is incredible to me how he can be so calm in this situation.
Don't really have a lot to
I
live
don't know.
for.
I don't know if I should be concerned. Yeah, I feel like I should be concerned.
Did you see the size of that bottle
Well-
he came in with?
That is a fact. It is about as tall as he is.
With my tail, I would like kind of barely hold it up, be like, "What's up?"
No. Oh no.
Back to
As-
sleeping.
Not for
then.
a while, I don't think.
As my mother used to say, whenever you give us lemons, make goat's milk martini.
No. No.
There's a lime around here somewhere.
Jam slips the lime he was holding into his pocket, and he would like
Wait,
to
I'm
look
sorry.
at.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I need to stop you there. Do you have a pocket in your Speedo?
I'm not wearing a Speedo currently.
Nature's pocket.
You're not
mentioning
wearing anything?
You are still in your Speedo.
No, that was at the party, and when I was tanning.
You were not
Yeah.
also still wearing it while you were in your like stuffed into like the spacesuit / helmet situation. Am I not remembering this correctly? Am I just inserting this memory because it's funny?
I'm
to
not
me?
certain it is hilarious. Let's say that Jam has found an overcoat that he's wearing with just a Speedo underneath.
See, I like the idea though that the line
Modern
was just shoved
problems
into the
require modern
Speedo, 'cause that's
solutions.
funnier.
Where did you find overcoat?
Listen, I don't care if you're trying to hide it in your prison wallet. The only thing I really want to know is, are you going to make the sleight of hand check to try to actually get away with this shit?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention, so you good on me.
Oh man, it settled on an 18, and then it went back to a 3.
Oh,
That's what you get for not using real dice.
Everybody sees the lime.
Yes.
go.
The lime is very obviously trying to get jammed into a pocket.
Yep. Can Jam look
I think
at each of...
if we can retro that, honestly, like I think it's because you didn't realize you're only wearing a Speedo.
It's just literally
There's
in your
really
Speedo.
Like,
only one place
in your
to put something in a
pocket.
Speedo.
Okay.
There's just lime juice all over his whole...
Oh, that burns.
You seem to have an extra large green testicle there.
You might want to get that checked out. Oh, wait. There's no
Head down
doctors
to the
anymore.
med bay.
Wait, which one of us is a medic?
Not me.
I know first aid.
There we
He has
go.
ibuprofen.
Some practical first aid, but that's about
We
it.
do have one ibuprofen, yes.
Half an ibuprofen.
Oh, yeah.
You've
I did
already
give you
used half of it?
Yeah. Well, Glor passed. I can't say no
goodness.
to someone in need, you know?
How do we know it just wasn't a hydration thing? Did you drink water today?
No,
Is
I
there
don't think
water
any
on
of
the
us should
ship?
drink enough
We all
water.
need the
I'm
water.
pretty sure
That's
all
what
we
we
have
have
are
to
juice
do.
boxes
Sorry.
and Coca-Colas.
Glorp, can you ask that question again?
Oh, I asked if there was water on the ship.
Everyone, nobody checks for this.
Nope.
We have
Nobody's
no
looked
idea.
yet.
All right, it's time to go.
The
look.
question probably just hangs, and we're all just like,
Well, it was temporarily quelled by the acquisition of juice boxes and Coca-Colas. However,
after seeing the med bay, I don't trust them to put water on the ship, bro. All right, we should probably find out if we're gonna survive on this ship because it looks
I'm
like
starting to
we're
lose a
floating
faith in
through
a lot of
nothing.
things right now.
Yeah. This is
Can,
bad.
can
So-
Jam Jam look at each of the computer consoles for the different stations? It seems like everybody's focusing on the map one and the piloting one, but there's like, what, 4 other stations that
Well,
could be...
we used. I mean,
There's the maintenance, the astrocartography, the pilot, the comms, and the life support.
yeah, we have interacted with all of these over the course of a couple episodes.
So, whilst you were all interacting with none of these consoles and each other, at the moment one of you breaks away, you notice 2 things. 1, the static has gotten modestly louder, and 2, that point of light in the center of the screen is now a sphere. It's maybe taking up about 10% of the middle of the screen there. It is kind of a white, milky looking thing, sort of looks like a soap bubble in the air.
Interesting.
Lev completely ignores that for one moment and says, in all the action movies that child watches, and I walk up to the pilot's chair, there's always like booklet that they give Hiro to go over things, right? Maybe that is inside pilot's chair here. Can we I want to see if there's like a liftable
Operations
compartment.
manual.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're investigating that chair.
I am
At
pleased
least
with
when
that.
to
Can I
check
help
the-
him
the-
with
the
advantage since I'm
oil
on the
and-
chair?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
you may grant help to his investigation of this.
There you go, buddy.
I got a fifth. Oh, what advantage?
With advantage, because I'm always watching.
15.
15.
15.
Damn, that
Um,
advantage is not helping anyone today.
So, at the low cost of breaking the right armrest, you are able to find a compartment under the seat that contains the. It says owner's manual on it.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, you're really freaking strong.
Thank you.
Yeah, Liv, I'm not sure if that was maybe the best way to get
Listen, I've got
into that compartment, but
It was effective.
I cannot doubt the effectiveness of that.
Yes, we cannot help the way that we interact with things sometimes.
I like that. I like that. No accountability. I'm into it.
I mean, this is first time operating chair like this for me. I don't know
Yeah.
about you, but here's
Yeah,
a
no,
book
I
I
get you.
found. I think you may be interested, and I hand that over to Percival.
Oh, sure. It's an owner's manual. It's thick, isn't it?
It's definitely mild to moderate chungus.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna flip through the index and look for the pages of the manual piloting reset, and see if there's a subcategory for without authorization, like for emergency.
You've got to do a lot of squinting. They printed
I
this
sure
thing on.
do.
They printed this thing on that like really thin tissue paper crap
Oh, I
they
know
put in like the
exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
I was picturing the same thing in my head.
Yeah, it is the thinnest translucent paper in like 6-point font on there. Just printed like an encyclopedia with absolutely nothing for illustrations whatsoever, but you do find it. The entry is in between setting the clock, which is actually blinking 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, right at the bottom of the console there. But
Nobody set the clock before setting this thing off?
yeah, I
Are
know.
you surprised at this point, Brew?
I guess not, but that takes the cake.
That's where you draw the line.
Yes. So it's in between setting the clock and just before deplenuration reset.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, that's some English words I don't quite understand.
It's definitely
and there
letters.
is
That's common.
yes. So I have kind of a how do we call this? A little good news, bad news situation. The good news is that there is a clear and unambiguous way to disengage the autopilot.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. I know how.
The controls
But-
they were attached to that right armrest.
Less nice. But the only person that knows this right now is Percival, so.
He's making like the most pained face. Like he's like I mean, as much as like I guess as to use Dave's words, hippopotamic person could wrinkle their face and kind of just be like grimacing almost. Like I'll leave it up to you to imagine what that looks like, but like his face is just kind of like curling up into this look of like, oh fuck, like. Well, let's see. I did figure out how to get us back in control of this ship. Hey, yeah, well, good news, but don't celebrate quite yet because those controls, and I'm going to look down at the shattered armrest that is. Are you still holding it, Lev, or is it on the ground?
No, I just kind of think I reached through it like tissue paper or something, you know.
So I'm going to look at the broken remains of the armrest and the circuitry that now I see is coming out from it and be like, well, those were the controls.
Oh shit. Well,
So
He looks at Zan like,
you did what you had to do, man.
But you have a book now. You can fix. Isn't that how
I'm
book
sorry,
works?
is a book going to fix and rewire all of the components you
can
just
I
smashed?
investigate and see how
Which-
damaged
I mean,
it
it
is?
might
must
say how to
I'm not
rewire,
necessarily.
you know?
I'm not trying to come at you.
We don't need it to
by the
look
way,
good.
Lev,
We just need it to
just-
function again.
Okay, I mean, if there is one thing I know how to do, it's circuitry, and what I'm looking at is not salvageable. I'm assuming.
I mean,
I didn't say that.
Can I?
Would you
can
like
I-
to actually investigate this
Yes,
thing?
please.
Like, kind
Sure.
of like that
Definitely
Choom was
is.
trying to do.
Yeah. So Choom would look at the circuitry, look at the broken armrest, look back at the circuitry, be like,
I don't know, man. Duct tape does pretty amazing things.
he's gonna pull a roll of duct tape out of the front of his like pouch. He's like, oh, that'll be a dirty 21.
Dirty 21. So,
The only way you can.
I mean, it's going to take a little bit of doing, but you could probably wire the switch up to this thing. It's gonna, you're gonna have to get your MacGyver on because as far as you can tell, there's no soldering iron available, but I'm sure you could figure
I
something
pull more
out
duct tape.
with sufficient motivation, anything is possible. And so that bubble is quickly expanding.
Jam Jam, has he looked at the mechanic area and the life support area? Because those were the two that I was most concerned about.
Which one do you want to look at first, Jam Jam?
Life support, I guess?
Life support. Okay. So life support, and it's got kind of a list of crew member names. Unfortunately, they're the wrong names, but they do all have green life support bars next to them. There is one of them that's kind of flashing in between alive and like off.
Okay. But nothing out of the ordinary other than that.
No.
Okay, and then the mechanical area.
Maintenance.
Maintenance, yes.
Yep. That has a screen with various subsystem names and all of that. Everything on there seems to be in perfect working order. Like you can flip through screens and it's engines. Actually, engines says output 135%.
Okay, that's what I was kind of looking for.
Now, but otherwise green. Output is high, but otherwise working just fine. Everything else seems to be totally in working parameters.
All right, he'll turn around. Can Jam slow down?
You are welcome to try and figure that out because again, the controls.
As Choom looks up with the tape in his mouth and wires, he's holding them. He licks his fingers, tests one for a charge. What do you want me to roll to try and do this?
What do you think would apply to this one? Like, I'm not sure what kind of tools stuff you've got.
I have all the tools a plumber would have.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, as like a tools skill.
I see what you're saying.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess we could use it. We do have mechanics tools. We do have mechanics tools.
I'm proficient with those.
He doesn't have any of those tools on him.
Yeah, I don't have a toolkit.
No, if he's proficient in them, though, I would say, improvised mechanics skills, because this is all improvised.
I love that. Jinx. So I'm just rolling a flat. Keep putting my proficiency with it. Is that what you're saying?
I think that's proficiency, and then what ability?
Yeah, what ability would mechanics tools be?
You know
Intelligence?
what? I like intelligence. It could be anyone you want if you can justify it to me properly,
Dexterity.
but I'll just... Yeah, actually.
Nimble fingers.
Yes, that's exactly what you're trying to do. See,
Tiny hands.
I'll let you have basically anything if you can even give me a weak justification for it.
My hands are the best. They're the best. All right.
Oh, no.
You ready?
Yes.
I definitely am struggling a little bit to kind of like hold everything together. And, anyone watching me would notice that I'm struggling.
I feel like I wouldn't just let you struggle. I would help you.
Okay.
Because I do know how to wire. I was literally checking wiring in the break room prior to this all thing happening because Jam was fucking with the lights.
Oh, thank God. So while Choom is like really like struggling because he's just trying to like hold the one piece up while he's trying to get the wires on, Percival would come over and just like hold it up for him and like be like, oh no.
Or hold you up if I need to.
Yeah. You just like lift me up an inch or two so I can look out. Oh, thanks. And with that would be a 21.
Fantastic. It looks like you've got it wired up just properly. That bubble is taking up a good 80% of the screen now. The static has gotten louder.
Oh no.
Oh shit. What did that book say about stop? What do we need this for?
For manual piloting reset. We go. I'll put the manual back up to that page, and start like reading off the instructions to Choom.
Oh shit!
Since he's currently holding this broken assembly in his hands, so like he's gonna need me to be the one to operate it.
All right.
I'm gonna try to walk him through it.
Okay, I guess the two artificers doing this makes sense, but I'm scared, Percy.
Hey, don't mention that yet. We haven't picked our class yet.
Oh
bud.
yeah, oops. You edit
That's
that
a secret.
out. So I'm gonna look. You're gonna feed me the information. I'm gonna try and do it. Dave, how are we doing that?
Is it a piloting check? Please let it be a piloting check. Let's do the first one.
You know what? Fine. You know what? It's part of the piloting equipment. Piloting check sounds perfectly reasonable. Go for it.
Hell yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, that's another 21. 18 plus 3.
Oh shit.
Third 21.
Shit.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Motherfucker's playing blackjack with our ship here or something.
Yeah.
So,
Dope. So 21. I'm like pressing the buttons.
fantastic. So, the direction is pull the anterior dongle control 30 degrees back.
That looks right.
Hold for
Hold
2
the interior
seconds.
dongle control 30 degrees back and hold it for 2 seconds.
Just 2.
Yes.
All right, 1, 2.
Release. Then Then shift posterior dongle control 3 degrees to the left.
Hey, Percy, what does posterior mean?
It's rear.
Rear. Okay, I got that. All right.
Then jiggle the posterior for 30 seconds.
Shake it. Yeah. Jiggle it.
You're enjoying this far too much. Please focus. Don't lose count.
Sorry. All right.
The bubble continues to get bigger.
Did we
The
do it?
static continues to grow louder.
I did what you said. I did it. Did we do it?
Hold on, I have to flip the page.
All right, so a few things are happening really quickly as the bubble, that kind of milky white, bubbly looking field is taking up basically the entire screen now. The static has grown to a roaring level, and the computer chimes in. Autopilot disengaged.
Hey!
Who said worst possible time?
Course locked to last programmed heading. And at that exact second, the ship hits the bubble.
What does it
And that's
feel?
where we're going to end this episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast.
Fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
You set this up!
If you like us, we can be found on the internet. We're now, we got a Linktree/Hapless Heroes. I don't want to say .com because it isn't Linktree.com, it's linkter.e. But I feel
Yeah,
like
it's
all
so
of the
weird,
young hip
but-
people already know that, and I just have to kind of catch up to how to say it.
Yeah.
But Linktree/Hapless Heroes. Is it Hapless Heroes or Hapless Heroes podcast?
Just hapless heroes.
Linktree/Hapless Heroes. See, now I've said it enough times. I've gotten a little bit of reinforcement.
Committed to memory
You've
now.
heard it. It's committed to your memory. You're gonna go to this Linktree now, and you're gonna find all of our actual links to places, our socials in the places that we still are. I don't know where we are anymore because Facebook stopped being cool years before we got on Facebook.
And who knows by the time that some people may listen to this, what's even still going to be around. But
Yeah.
just the link tree will hopefully still exist, and that will point you to all those places you could find us.
Whether or not X, in fact, is gonna give it to us, we will give you the links you want, including the one to the crown jewel of our internet presence, our Discord server. That's the place you really want to be, folks. That is the place you can meet and greet, chat, and hang out with us on a daily basis. We are there. We're all internet connected individuals living in this future, and we're pretty easily accessible. We're just a ping away. But also, right there is this entire community of like-minded people who have decided that despite having listened to this podcast, that they still hold some sort of salvageable opinion of us and would like to talk about it. Now, if you really like us, you could leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. We're on all of them, really. We're on Stitcher. Is Stitcher still a thing? I have no idea.
Actually, it's dying. A lot of podcast services are going away. Let's just say we're on all of the ones that they currently exist that you're listening to
Yeah.
us on.
Yeah, like, look, if you're listening to us, you've already found us on one of these things, but the gist, the thrust of what I'm saying here is, if you're able to leave us a review, leave us a review. If you can give it 5 stars, by all means do. Leave us, but whatever it is, make sure you leave us an honest review. And what we're gonna do, because, we have that special set of skills, we will find your comment, we will read it, and we will recognize it as the 5-star human that you are. If for some reason you can't leave a review on the podcast service of your choice, we have a little channel in our Discord called 5 Stars. You can leave it there, and we will do the same thing where we will put you on, I don't know, whatever the positive version of blast is. We're going to blast your opinion out to the internet.
Yes, and actually we have a listener who posted in our 5-star channel recently. This comes from Conman, and they broke the rules. They gave us 7 stars.
Who this man?
They say, I have finally caught up after 1.5 years of listening to you guys and Nicole, and always y'all make me laugh on my way to work and make my day and give me so many ideas to add to my campaign, most memorably Clippy, including Spelljammer 7 stars. Hey, thanks, Conman. That's very nice of you to say. We do our best, but listen, this is a 5-star rating scale.
You're gonna really?
But you know what? I told him to leave an honest review. If he really thinks that we're 7 out of 5 stars, then more power to that man.
I'm willing to put those
Get
other
better
2 stars
role models.
other 2 stars in our pockets. We're gonna save them for those 4-star reviews, and pop them right in.
That's right. Yeah, that's just the spare stars to use for later.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks, Con Man.
Thank you, Con Man.
I see what you're doing there now.
we truly, we do truly, and without any kind of joke or irony, appreciate the sentiment. Thank
It
you
really
so much.
means a lot to us that you guys say so many nice things about us. Like underneath all the jokes, like y'all rock. Thank you.
Now, if you really like us, you could donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/haplessheroes. We've got reward tiers. I'm not really sure where we've landed at this point in the new season. Have we changed things up yet?
It's always changing. There is a merch option, and we are going to be creating some things for like Patreon loyalty, because they have a thing now where if you've been subbed for 3 months after implementing this thing, which is why we're trying to do it sooner rather than later, you'll get like a custom design that we're gonna make, and like it's gonna go on like a mug or like a shirt, depending on like what level it's at and what they're able to provide. Right? It's kind of cool. It makes things a little bit easier to just get like other gifts and things to you guys. So keep an eye out for that. We'll be announcing when those things go live. I also have one more announcement to make really quick. As of this episode being aired, and I will probably have a past Fran version of me that I would have cut into prior episodes, even potentially, to announce this. But throughout the month of November and December, we are going to be running a giveaway on Instagram and on our Discord. One lucky Discord listener, participant, and I think we have 4 other codes to give away on Instagram. We have Connor Self, who we interviewed at the start of this podcast, has been so nice to give us some free copy, and download codes for the Spelljammers Cookbook. You know, what we are going to be featuring when we finally get to our level 1 characters and the classes that they're choosing. So I just wanted to get that out there. Keep an eye on our socials. Like we mentioned before, go to our Linktree, go to our Instagram, go to our Discord. And we'll be picking a winner probably before like Christmas and all that stuff. And yeah, just consider it kind of like a little holiday giveaway type of thing that we're doing. So yeah, keep an eye out and take a look, and try to get a free copy of this cool ass supplement.
So the only thing we have left is to outro our cast, and we're gonna outro right back on out the way we made it in. So on my left we have Choom de Loom, played by Sebastian.
See you guys, it's been fun.
On his left we have Glorp, played by Nicole.
This all seems perfectly safe.
On her left, we have Rube Blitzboar, played by Mike.
Sorry to pop your bubble, Percival.
To his left, we have Lev Zangief, played by Lou.
I told you that book would help.
On his left, we have Jam Jam, played by John.
Until next time.
And on his left, we have Percival Flodhest, played by Francesca.
This is about to be the greatest or worst thing that's ever happened to me.
My name is Dave, and I have been your host and Dungeon Master for this evening. Thank you so very much for joining us for another episode of Hapless Heroes, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye now.
Love you, bye-bye.
Well, bye-bye then.
Bye.